Hello.
Hello.
I'm Cal.
And I'm Nick.
And this is That's Eurovision, baby.
I was going really nasally with that. That was quite fun.
We are trudging through this national final season.
Hey. Readdress that. Reframe that.
We are sprinting. We are like carelessly running through a field of wheat like Theresa May herself. In the field of national selections that we're going through in Europe right now.
I just want to say
that
was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Thank
that was
you so
nice.
much.
That was nice. That was unusual. Yeah, that was nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Look,
nice.
they're coming out more than we can kind of commentate on them, but we're going to try and like cover
They're coming out more than us.
Guilty. But we'll try to be a bit more timely with the songs that each country selects. But we are covering as many national finals as we can, as quickly as we can. And today we are talking about Estonia's national song contest, Eesti Laul 2026. One thing I love about Eesti Laul is similar to a UMK, they have a smaller selection of songs that are really distinct. They invest in music videos for each of these songs. And it means that you just get a really clear idea of the artists competing rather than, let's say, needing to fill, multiple semi-finals, which I understand why you need to do it.
Completely.
But having a lot of filler songs in there.
Yeah. So I think that we see from some of the other national finals that they're very dedicated and probably are required to do so to hit like a song number cap. And I think, unfortunately, it means that we don't get the cream of the crop. Whereas I feel like for Eesti Laul, 12 songs.
Great number.
Great number
12.
means
Love
that you can...
Pink.
Love Pink. It means you can really put that time and effort into
Yes.
those 12.
Yes. So before we get into our recap, a couple of things. If you haven't watched us before, hi. We're covering as many national selections and sort of all things, I guess, Eurovision adjacent this year whilst we figure out what the fuck is going on. Woo! And so if you also are trying to sort through the mess of Eurovision preseason and maybe don't know what to do, give us a follow because we're chatting all things national song selections, getting super excited about certain things and building a community around that. Chatting's down here and building a community on that. So please give us a follow. We do not react to all the songs because we talk too much and we don't want to edit a 2-hour video. Yeah. So instead what we do is...
And also, honestly, for some of them...
We'll get to
My
that.
mother taught me that if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Yeah, so in the 12, we have selected 4 songs that we consider to be our highlights of the finalists. And one of those songs we'll talk about is the song we think can win Eesti Laul. And so before we jump into it, Nick, give us the overall impression of Eesti Laul this year.
So, overall impression of Eesti Laul. So, I feel like Eesti Laul is one that we've heard quite a bit of commentary out in the wider, I guess.
Of all the national selections, it felt like people were really raving about the songs this year.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's just a byproduct of the Tommy Cash of it from last year.
The what, sorry?
The Tommy Cash of it from last year. But for me, personally, I am not the hugest fan of the lineup this year.
Yeah.
I think that there are some good songs in there, but for me personally, I feel like last year was stronger.
Yeah, look, I think that people were really amping up Eesti Laul online, and I
thought that I was going to hear these songs on Absolutely Weak.
Yeah, it made it really exciting for us, and I think that by the end of the 12 songs, none of them really excite me. However, I do just want to say,
if they excite you, pop off, girl.
Yes. What I was going to say, though, is that diversity is key here. I think part of the reason why people are really getting around Eesti Laul is they've chosen 12 songs that are 12 very different songs. People keep saying they all sound like sea shanties. There's like maximum 2 songs in here that sound like sea shanties. Like, let's calm down a little bit.
That being said, the 2 that sound like sea shanties definitely sound like sea shanties.
But overall, I like the fact that it's 12 songs pulling from 12 kind of different genres. That's really cool to see, and I respect that they clearly went through the Rolodex and said, we're not going to pick a bunch of similar sounding songs so that...
It's not going to be 15 girly pops.
So that you can essentially back a genre you like and know. But I think, to your point though, Nick, none of the 12 songs are particularly... I don't know if I would say I would rank any of these songs particularly highly.
So you want my hot take?
Give it to me.
None of these songs are making the playlist this year. So, shall we get into the songs?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, the first song that we're going to be talking about today is, and again, this is I don't know if we need to get like a trigger warning of like, I am genuinely so sorry because I feel like I'm going to definitely mispronounce these, but I'm going to have my best go, is Noëp, Noe umlaut, P, with his song Days Like This.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
give me your thoughts and vibes.
I think I just kind of like this genre of music.
Would you say that everything is changing?
Yeah, it's if you know the Sigma song feat Paloma Faith, everything is changing.
Everything's changing.
It's very that.
Yeah.
I just really like the sort of early 2010s. Rudimental is another probably very good reference
very
to
rudimental.
this song.
Yeah.
But that's sort of like early 2010s UK sound EDM music.
It's like EDM, but EDM for the girlies that don't want to go too.
Yeah.
You don't want too much doof. You want a bit of energy, but not.
Yeah.
You don't want to go crazy with it.
And I quite appreciate the fact that vocally it's him singing and he's not the strongest singer, which
He's not trying to set records.
he can't fucking sing. No, he's actually got a quite nice voice.
He does. He has a very smooth
But
voice.
he's got quite a baritone sound, quite a low register.
Like you. Old Man River. Oh my God. Guys, catch us at Eesti Laul. We are in position 13. And coincidentally, that is where we would be in the odds too.
When we make the entire audience shit themselves because we hit the brown note. We're so deep. Oh no.
When we get Eesti Laul evacuated for hitting the brown note, yeah. But you know who won't do that? Nope. With days like these.
Nope, he won't. Sorry. Yeah, no. I think that
I hate you.
It was so obvious. It was just there, and it's probably pronounced Noëp anyway.
Yeah.
I think that I really like the juxtaposition of sort of what I'd consider to be almost like a folky voice, a voice that would be quite similar to that, going to actually quite dance music. I love that. I love the folk electronic energy.
Yeah.
This song's good. Like I said, I struggle because this song has the potential to be like really, really good, but I feel like in the chorus he never quite hits it.
It just it doesn't feel like it goes.
There's a very
anywhere.
sleepy kind of post-chorus section where he's like, in the morning, go.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't know, either go higher or make it a vibe, but this sits in a space in between. And I think that is a theme of Eesti Laul this year of the songs never take it.
Like, it's a reflection on this song, but I think it's a reflection on all the songs this year, is that it feels like all of the songs kind of get 70 to 80% of the way.
Like, this would be really good. I'm liking where this is going.
Exactly. And because the thing is
just sort of flatline.
Yeah, and because you've got like multi-genre, you got multi-instrumental, you got like a lot of songs with a lot of variety, but it does feel like a lot of them, like none of them just kind of like, I don't know. I was waiting for the one to grab me.
Yes, all of them. Grab them. All of them seemingly kind of. It's like they submitted like the third draft, and it's just about to be approved, but they never got that final round of approval or that QA testing or just that thing where it was like, music famously.
None of these songs have been debugged.
Yeah. But do you know what I'm saying? It's like, and as a result, it kind of we're not shitting on Noëp songs specifically.
No.
We're talking about in total. It's like, I would say all these songs, you only have to listen to the first verse and the chorus to get a sense of what the entire song's going to sound like.
Yeah.
And oftentimes the chorus, especially melodically, those top line melodies for a lot of these songs just sort of don't go as hard as I want them to. And I think this song falls victim to that. But I love the production and I love his voice and I love the two together.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to win Eesti Laul.
It won't.
And it probably wouldn't qualify. I think it's made it to Eurovision,
so I think if we look at it through the broader lens of performance, this, I don't think that this one will win.
Yeah. Unless he pulls out something really cool on the stage. What I like about these kind of producer songwriters is they don't.
The world is their literal fucking oyster. They can do whatever they want.
They don't have to be the dancers or the performers, so they could tell a really cool story on stage. If you haven't watched our videos before, we don't go too much in depth into what we see for staging until the winning song, and we'll deliver a video just going deep in that. So we'll keep it super light.
What if I'm thinking Italian marble statue behind him chewing gum, blowing bubbles? I think that's really working for producers at the moment. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah, we definitely should. Before I clock you.
So, I think before you clock me. You should clock this hot tune that we're about to talk about, because the next song that we are going to be talking about is Linna with his song Metsik Roos.
I think this song is the most criminally underrated song, and I think was the litmus test to why Eesti Laul didn't speak to us.
Yeah.
Nobody is excited about the song. It has the least number of views, I believe. Second least number of views on the playlist.
Behind, and the only one that it's beating is the song that we're not going to talk about. It is objectively the worst song.
People are referring to it as elevator music, which I do understand, but I'm like, of all the songs that are giving 70%, this, at least, it's doing itself really. It's super authentic. It's super charming. We both heard it the first time and went,
respectfully, in the first 30 seconds of this music video, this man downs an entire fucking cosmo. I am on board.
I love the world he's already set in the music video. It tells us everything we need to know about him, his genre. I just am so charmed by this song.
Yeah.
And then we went on the My Eurovision scoreboard, and it's like dead last in the odds. Yeah. And we've listened to all the Eesti Laul commentary. Good. Nobody is even giving it the time of day, and I'm just like, what is happening? So this is
It is dead last in the odds.
I know. By a margin.
By quite a margin.
And so this is just our chance that if you are following other people talking about Eesti Laul and you haven't heard the song be delivered the praise it deserves, just know we love this song. It is just 100% in the charm factor.
So I wonder if something about the Australian in us kind of gravitates towards this song, because I think Australians love a very sort of a lot of our music culture is a very sort of soft and gentle, laid back sort of slacker rock sort of thing, which isn't really what this is. No. But I think that I don't know, maybe that's why we like it. But I really enjoy this song. It's soft, it's gentle, but for me, it knows what it is, and it's not as much as it's kind of a contradiction for us being all of the other songs just don't grab you and hit where they're meant to hit. It's just this song doesn't hit anywhere, but it's not meant to.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. This song has an identity. It knows what it is, and what I really appreciate about it is that this song could just be one note, elevator music, but that chorus hits, and it amps up the saturation.
Gear going on.
It amps up the saturation, the brightness, and it's like the sun's lifting through the clouds. And I just generally think it puts me in such a good mood that the first time we heard it, we were like, "Is this our favorite from the whole selection?"
Yeah.
Saw it was dead last. We're like, "We are not resonating with Eesti Laul clearly this year." But yeah, I just want to give Robert Linna his absolute flowers. Look, let's be real. It's not winning Eesti Laul.
If the last song was probably not winning, this is categorically not going to win Eesti Laul, but it's won my heart.
If the soundstage and talent is particularly not great with the sound mix and his voice is a bit flat, I could see the song sounding awful live, full disclosure. But I think that the sort of way that he's in his crisp linen suit, sipping a cocktail in a greenhouse as this Wes Anderson style love story is playing around him, that is this song so well.
Yeah.
This song knows what it is, and it plays so well into that. And so you deserve way more praise than what you're getting. And so we're giving it to you.
Robert Linna, if you are watching this, you were meant to do the other half of the heart. Close enough.
It's not a smart song to send.
No.
But it's a fun song.
Exactly. But let's move on to, I think, the top two.
Yeah, these two songs definitely stood above the... Well, actually, Robert Linna, I think I would put up there. But if there's the Venn diagram of songs we like versus songs we think are competitive, these two fall in the middle.
Yeah. That was a beautiful way to put that.
Thank you.
These are the songs that feel like they blend the things that we like mostly with the things that other human people on this earth like.
Yeah, we're not just yelling into the void.
Exactly.
Which was the alternate name of the podcast, by the way, Yelling into the Void.
Yeah.
With Callum and Nick. Maybe we should because I don't like us having Eurovision in our podcast anymore.
No, let's rebrand. It's just Yelling into the Void with Callum and Nick.
Leave it a comment if that's what we should call ourselves.
Should that be the vibe?
I mean, it already is.
I'm not mad.
Anyway.
But moving on to the next song. This one is the one I'm the least confident on pronunciation. Is Grete Paia with Taevas Üles.
That's Taevas Üles. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not Estonian. So sorry. Thoughts about this song?
Very, very razzy. This is... So I think this is the girly pop entry.
It is.
For Eesti Laul.
I think it's currently number one of the odds.
I believe.
Oh, sorry, in the My Eurovision scoreboard odds, not odds.
No,
odds.
it's
We're just on
currently
a single app.
it's currently sitting in second.
Cool.
So currently sitting in second on my Eurovision scoreboard for Eesti Laul. This song is just girly pop personified.
Yeah,
You tell me.
I don't know if it is.
Okay, you talk to me
I
about
think
that.
this is another example of like sort of just EDM pop, which we love.
Hey.
I never
The Void. The Void. Right there.
screaming into the void. Anyway, yeah. Do you like that?
I love that. Go on.
This song, the reason why I struggle with it is I think I could see it winning. I think I could see it doing okay at Eurovision, but it just doesn't give me anything. Like it doesn't. I like the production.
I like
the
her.
beat.
I like her wet hair.
We can talk about the music video another time, but I think for me, it's like I don't mind the sort of production elements of the song, but I'm just again like a lot of the songs we're not going to talk about. I feel like when the chorus comes and I want that almost cathartic release of like here's the song, it doesn't go there. It just sort of stays and we're putting it as like we're talking about it in our top two because
this is what we had.
This is what we had. This is what to play with, and I really do want to say that like.
I do really like this song.
I like this song. I don't really like this song.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's brave.
It just doesn't... Like, I don't know. I could compare it to maybe like a Hallucination by Seasal. Like a song that's like very high in production value, very high in like references that I really like. But I feel like Seasal's vocals and the way that that chorus comes in and takes the song from here into whoosh.
Yeah.
And then it keeps building. This song doesn't do that.
Yeah, it goes from like 40% to like 60%.
Yeah. But it does 40 to 60% in a genre that I really like.
Yeah.
So that's probably why it's this high on the list.
Look, unfortunately, we are girly bop queens.
Yes.
So we do unfortunately have a legal predisposition to stand for the gals who are out there doing the bop.
And I could see this being really elevated.
Yeah.
Like I could see her even, once songs get selected for Eurovision, they take them and they work on them even further. They can sort of up an octave in a certain chorus or do things to surprise us. This song is ripe for that.
It is, but the thing is that like even just looking at the Eurovision landscape as it sits now, like if we ignore Eesti Laul for a moment and look at the wider Eurovision stage, Montenegro shits on this.
Yeah, I think that's probably a very good point, though. Like, if we're talking about competitive for Eurovision, which we're not, we're talking about competitive for Eesti Laul right now, but if we're talking about competitive for Eurovision, I don't see this song doesn't even touch Nova Zora.
No.
And that is not even close.
Yeah, my thing is that I think that this would probably be another one that would potentially qualify for a Eurovision final, like very potentially. But if it did, it would be getting like 4 votes from the public.
Yeah.
So yeah, like this for me personally, like I quite enjoy this song. This is probably your favorite? This is probably my favorite of Eesti Laul, but even then, like the fact that I'm struggling to be
I genuinely think Robert Linna's my favorite from Eesti Laul. How's that for crazy? But anyway.
But like, yeah, I think this is probably my favorite for Eesti Laul, but even then I'm not like impassioned about it. So I'm just like, that kind of just speaks to my overall energy for Eesti Laul this year.
But before we talk about the song that we've picked as like what we think is going to win Eesti Laul and what we think is probably going to do very well at Eurovision, I do just want to shout out to 2 songs that I see being talked about a lot. One being Slave by Ollie. I think that
is currently sitting at the top of the odds on the My Eurovision scoreboard app.
Like, we're not going to talk about it in depth because this is our subjective top 4.
And this, like, Slave, I think, is one of those songs where we can recognize the quality that is in it, and we can recognize that people like it, but it's not for us.
Easily root for it. I think the song is good. The quality's there. The production's there. He's got charisma. He's kind of hot. Like, this has all the elements of a song that could and should win Eesti Laul and would qualify for a grand final at Eurovision. So, like, before you scream into our void, no, that sounds dirty.
Don't scream in my void.
Before you, like, I just want to really shout out, like, to the Ollie fans. Like, we see you and we respect you. And if this song won, I would be happy to talk about it.
Imagine that.
The other song I really quickly want to shout out is Stockholm Cowboys' Last Man Standing. It's fun. it's kind of like it really... Ironically, because they're called Stockholm Cowboys, it's giving Swedish House Mafia.
Yeah.
It's that 2011, like, EDM vibe. And honestly, I'm not mad at it.
It's a bit fun.
It's just, dare I say, the problem with this song is that it takes me back to 18 and being in like straight clubs and being like, is this what nightlife is? And that's too traumatic for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I hadn't found my people yet.
Exactly.
And I don't even be reminded of that in this song.
My problem is this song takes me back to 1870. I'm on the ship. I do be sailing them seven seas. She's a little bit sea shanty.
Sorry, the sea shanty claims about Eesti Laul this year only apply to one song in my head. This would be...
This is a fucking sea shanty.
This is not sea shanty.
This is a fucking sea shanty.
This to me is Avicii kind of like slightly
It's an Avicii
country
sea shanty.
referenced EDM. That's all.
No.
See, this is not
We're gonna hash it out on this pod right now. This is a fucking sea shanty.
Look, I think that people just heard the song that we're going to talk about next and thought that anything remotely sounding like it sounds like a sea shanty.
Well, shall we get on with it then?
Yes, because the song that we think is tipped and primed to win Eesti Laul and potentially very well at Eurovision is... That was a drum roll.
Clicherik and Max with their song Jolly Roger.
Yo
ho, don't be a bro.
Don't be a hoe.
No.
So the reason we're talking about this last is this to me is easily, far and away, the most fully realized package that Eesti Laul has this year.
Yep.
Like all the other songs are sort of either 70% and not breaking, or Robert Linna and not going outside of Eesti Laul.
Authentic
to him, but no one's going to care about it.
Yeah.
This song is ready. This song is the full package.
Yeah.
And I say that not the biggest fan of this song.
So I think the reason that we left this one to last is just because, we're about that algorithm life, baby.
Yes.
And we know that this is probably the most popular
time.
One. Exactly. So please, thank you for joining us. Sorry that you had to listen to all that shit we were talking before you got to the bit you were interested in. But like, this is clearly the song that is the most ready.
Yeah.
This is the song that I think is probably... And I don't want to diminish or reduce Estonia to being the place of Tommy Cash, but I think if you want to ride the Tommy Cash momentum wave,
I get what you're saying.
This is the song to do that with.
But also, like, remember the year before, this song is far more 5 Minuten pull up than it is Tommy Cash.
Yeah, it is. But I think that this is the song to ride that wave of momentum from last year.
Absolutely.
And I think that this is the song that's like, Ever since we saw Cardia grace our screens,
this is the Cardia effect.
Every year has got its Duf Party Boys.
Yes.
Last year was Kai. Before that was Baby
I'd say
Lasagna.
last year was Tommy Cash. Or last year was Tommy Cash.
But this year, like, it will be Jolly Roger.
Yeah.
I think the best thing that the Estonian people, like, if they are interested in winning Eurovision,
send this.
Do with that what you will.
Yeah.
Send this.
So can I say something very dramatic?
I would love for you to.
A bit too dramatic. I see a world where this wins Eurovision.
I disagree, but I would like you to expound on that.
So the reason I say that is two things. And I just want to make it very clear, I'm making this statement well before we know the other songs competing. So, like, absolutely.
To be fair, this is currently versing Albania and Montenegro in our virtual heads.
I am aware of that, but I just want you to hear me out. Like, in a post-Cardia world where pretty much every year they have the kind of party boys have come runner-up, essentially, have been the fan favorite by a country mile, have a legion of incredibly dedicated fans, and it's not just the runners up, it's the Just Kleins, it's the Vibes, it's Kai, it's this is the brand now.
Yeah.
And I think Estonia and maybe Finland would be the only other country I think. These are the only two countries I think are really primed to send the song, know that it's going to be good, know it's going to be staged well, and get that fan vote. And again,
and get the hashtag justice for whoever.
And I think,
and whether you agree with that or not, because we personally.
I don't care to talk about.
Exactly. Like, we don't care about that.
You can like a party boy song, you can like a well-produced pop song. Exactly. You don't have to be at war with each other.
No, but the thing is that undeniably there is that group that exists.
Yes.
And if you are an enterprising...
if you're smart.
If you are an enterprising country who is interested in the honour of winning...
Or being the robbed loser, which often gets you a lot more brownie points.
Exactly. Like, this is the song for you.
And so I just want to quickly say that, like, one thing that I see potentially happening this year at Eurovision, we not going to be talking about it, but like whatever.
Yeah.
Is I think that in the current context of what's going on, especially in the world, I could see the pendulum swinging to giving the win finally to the deserving party boy.
Yeah.
And so whoever sends the best version of that this year, I think could win Eurovision.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the Baby Lasagna, the Just, the Tommy Cash.
This is the year.
Cardia. This, if there's ever a year, I don't think the well-produced jury favorite's going to win. I think it's because honestly, I think the juries are going to put votes to the party anthems.
Yeah.
And I think
that there will be an extra awareness this year of the impact of the jury vote.
And look, this is probably a topic for another video.
Yeah.
I'll get back to the song. I think two things. Their music video is in a league of its own compared to these other music videos.
It grosses me out a little bit, but
that's the point.
Yeah.
Their branding is on point. That sunglass eye patch thing.
So stupid.
It's like Eshe meets Chav meets Estonian pirate.
Yeah.
But that's all you need.
Love.
And you get it straight away. They bring that to the stage.
Yeah.
Instant fan favorites.
Yeah.
I just think that like if Estonia wants to win Eurovision, I think this is the song to send.
Yeah.
Is it going to be my number one song of Eurovision? No, but do I think that this is going to get the fandom behind it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I just think it's personally, it's no contest. If this doesn't win, I would be shocked. I'm never one to speak in absolutes. Maybe it won't. But if this doesn't win, I can't see how this doesn't win.
I'll be surprised if this doesn't win Eesti Laul. If we see anyone capitalize on the momentum of a performance at a national final and turn that into a European touring career and possibly an international touring career, I think it will be this song.
Yeah.
And I think it will be these guys.
Absolutely. Estonia is making a brand for itself. We set it briefly with Latvia in our last video. But if you want to win Eurovision, you want to build a brand because then it'll be much easier for you to attract votes.
Yeah.
And if you want to fight evil in the world, send a song that is undeniably likable.
Yeah.
And so I think this has that.
Yeah. So,
yes, Eesti Laul.
Eesti Laul.
Sorry, guys, if it feels like we're negging on Eesti Laul this year. We'll be very honest.
It's not our fave.
It's not our fave. I know that a lot of people love it, and we're not trying to discredit people who think it's the best or strongest national final so far. But for us, I think we made our point really clear. It's like a lot of songs that are delivering at like 70% rather than the full package.
But still loving the diversity of like genre and the diversity of like people that we're seeing coming through.
Absolutely.
Like it feels like everyone's offering something different. So I do enjoy it from that perspective.
Yeah, I really respect that they're trying to say that there's something for everyone in just 12 songs. That's super commendable.
Exactly. But if you want to tell us to eat shit because our opinions are horrible and you are the world's biggest Eesti Laul fan, please get down in the comments and let us know. But please be nice because my emotional psyche, she's very fragile.
Eat shit, but in a nice way.
Yeah, eat shit, but in a nice way. As always, guys, don't forget to give us a subscribe. If you enjoy listening to us yammer, give this video a like, share it with a friend, share it with your nan, share it with your friend that wears one black eye.
Yo ho,
don't
mum's
be
a hoe.
Yo ho. Send this video to all your friends, please. Thank you so much, guys. We'll chat to you next time.